Up next, I've got someone that you and I, so for my next hidden gem, someone you and I are big fans of. And this is kind of where I first got into him, was in tandem with you. I don't know exactly who heard of them first, or if it was maybe about the same time when we had heard of this artist, but I'm talking about blues rocker Benjamin Booker. Born in Virginia Beach, Virginia, raised in Tampa, Florida. He was originally planning on going into music journalism, but recorded some songs that gained some traction and just went full on into it and released his first EP, Waiting Ones, in 2012. Now, this is an example, I think, on the other side of basically someone who's totally unknown. Benjamin Booker is not unknown. He's got a big following. He's got fans. He's played Bonnaroo. He's sold out First Avenue. He's been on tours. His streams on streaming platforms have tons of streams. His videos have tons of streams. But I still think he's a hidden gem because I don't think a lot of people outside of maybe that specific blues rocky world, that independent-y/hipster world of music, really know who he is. So I think he's got a lot of room to go up and to grow and to gain more popularity. Plus, his music is just that damn good. And I think part of the problem is he's just, at least now, there's a lot going on in that gritty blues, soul, funk world of music. And he's kind of being overshadowed a little bit by your Gary Clark Jr.'s, your Leon Bridges, even folksier artists like Father John Misty, Nathaniel Rateliff, the Alabama Shakes. Like, I would tie him kind of in that realm, at least, of these musicians. And I think those are just bigger household names right now. And I think he should be in that conversation with these people, because what I like about him is his music is based in the blues legends. You can hear the Muddy Waters, the John Lee Hookers, the Howlin' Wolves, but he modernizes his sound, and his music is about modern problems and personal problems. It's not singing, the train is late, I'm at the train station kind of blues that you hear out of the 50s, which is great music, but it's not 2020. It's not the 20 teens. And that music is then, but his music is now. And his first album, self-titled album, Benjamin Booker, is one of my favorites. Well, he's only got 2 so far, but hopefully more to come. And we did hear some music from him released during this pandemic, but the first song off this track is Violent Shiver. Now let's listen to this one for a second, because this one is fast. It clocks in, I timed it at approximately 170 BPMs, beats per minute, when I just hammered it out on my phone. And it's the riff, if you listen to the riff, it's pretty simple, and it's reminiscent of that 50s blues music, but it's with a lot of speed. Now, he's not shredding on the guitar per se, but he's playing it very, very fast. And this music just has that crazy energy. But if you listen to the production of it as well, it's very modernized. It's not the raw, gritty blues. It's blues, but in the modern age. So that's a great song. But it keeps getting better too. On this album, he's got a song called Slow Comin'. This song is a vocal wonder, in my opinion. The way there's a heavy honesty to his voice and his vocals, you almost just feel the pain and emotion in his voice, and it's like instantly transferred to your body as you listen to it, and you just feel it. But again, this is one of those songs that could be from the 50s. But again, listen to that production, listen to how it sounds. It's a full sound, it's a wide sound. So it's got that modern vibe to it, but you listen to it still and you feel what the blues is supposed to be about. And so lots of good songs on this album from across the board. Wicked Waters, Always Waiting, Spoon Out My Eyeballs, Old Hearts, Kids Never Grow Older. I mean, there's tons of good tracks on this album, and that's why I think this is such a hidden gem of an album, but also of an artist. And even when you get into his second album, Witness, it's still rooted in the blues, but it expands the sound even more, and you hear electronic influences, you hear just a louder, brighter, even fuller sound than what we heard on that first one. And if we listen to the opening track, Right On You, this establishes how he evolves as a musician, which I really appreciate in musicians across the board when they evolve their sound. But you can hear the fullness, you can hear the energy of this album and of this song, and how it's just a little bit different from his last ones, but it's still very, very good. And then you get into the last song, maybe the most popular song from the album. It's also the title of the album, is the song Witness. But this one, when you listen to it, it's very full. It's very soulful. So he's taken that blues that he was singing, and now he's singing more soulful and slowing it down and just really drawing it out. And so he keeps pushing the boundaries. He keeps evolving the sound. So if you like blues rock, if you like rock music, if you like soul, Benjamin Booker is a hidden gem that you may not have heard of yet, but you probably should.